Right. The value of silver is not there.
Ceremony is the issue.
I hold $1 million gold note from the 1800s, but I can't cash because it'll bankrupt this nation. Yes.
Do you know of instances where businesses are subsidized by our own tax dollars to send their businesses to China or to some other country? Are there any areas where they actually get some benefit?
From outsourcing the work?
Yeah.
Because they're getting a cheaper rate of tax and a cheaper amount of labor. Yes.
They do what?
They get the labor for a cheaper rate. Just like with Mexico in our cars. You're still paying a full price for the car, no matter if it's made in Mexico or if it's made in the U.S., you still pay the same price, even though they get the product made cheaper. And the government has given them a credit for doing it.
Well, I think that how they're doing the tax credit on everybody buying new cars, I think what they should have done was you buy an American-made car to get your tax credit.
Well, that's passed and done.
And what form of credit do they get? I'm a business guy. I'm going to open up in China or Mexico or some other country. In what form does this benefit take place? How do I?
Well, let me put it this way. I wanted to find any way possible to get this business from China to here. And this is going to be a multi-billion-dollar business. I'll just say that. And I'm going to be the CFO of this business. It's going to be multi-billion and it's going to be here. What is the benefit of my gentleman putting it here over in China, except for the fact that he doesn't have to pay that export tax or that import tax? And I went to the state government and I asked what tax credits were available. And their answer to me is, I'm trying to take away their tax dollars. Why would they give a tax credit? I'm trying to create a job. I don't want your tax credit. I want an answer to where those tax dollars are going. I got a circle. So in your answer, there is no answer. If you think you can get a credit from the state, as long as you are fighting for a cause that's trying to remove a tax dollar from their pocket, you will be defeated. If you are not fighting against them in some measure, you will not. So do I think that you get replication from being outspoken and for being an advocate of what's right instead of what they want you to believe is right? Yes. You will get replication from it. I get it every day. Because I'm an enrolled agent with the Internal Revenue Service. I'm not supposed to outspeak them on what tax issues are. I'm not supposed to guide my clients into avoiding audits. I had the chance to meet with 2 audit representatives from Kansas City about a year ago, and I was flat out told that if I want my clients not to be audited, I need to make them sign a check. Turn my head. Oh, that's the wrong words to say to me. I'll fight to the death. If I feel my clients are correct, they don't owe a penny. If they owe a penny, I'll make them pay it. But just because you say they owe it, I'm not writing the check. So that's their attitude with this. So if you think that they're not watching, you're mistaken. They watch everything you do. So if you think you can get a tax credit for developing a business in the United States, as long as you are a member or a part of a campaign that is fighting against taxation or relief, you will just run up against brick walls. Because that's what I have found for myself. And I wasn't really asking for a credit, I was trying to do the investigation. Did that answer your question? You got a questionable look on your face.
Close.
Okay. I don't know, you can go to your state agencies, you can go to mo.gov and you can research on Missouri grants. There are some grants that are available for new businesses in Missouri. Missouri did state that they would fund $2 million to help build the factory that I wanted to build. When I got ready for it, it would be as a tax credit. It won't be tax money given to me, it would be a tax credit. So therefore it will offset taxes that we'll have to pay. Complicated, huh? Any other questions?
So essentially it's a pie business.
Do what?
It's pie business. What he was saying, like, if there is a business, what he was wondering, is there like some standard government kinds of credits that are given to businesses? But what you're saying is it's by business, by
the amount
what
of
associations are.
The questions I got asked to me is, what's the wage going to be? How many are you going to employ? How much revenue are you going to give the state? They didn't care about the fact that it was going to create 1,150 jobs at the minimum to start, and that I needed assistance in getting the building here because the product is ready. It's being made already, but it's being made in China. I want it made here. I want it yesterday. I don't want it in China. and there's 15 other products that go with it. So every accountant should be doing what I'm doing, not just me. They should be out there persuading their businesses to come here. And we should be taking away these credits that they're giving to these businesses that are going over there.
Well, that's the area that I was interested in. The opposite of what you just described, a tax benefit for opening businesses here. Are there some programs that encourage or some benefit that you gain tax-wise or whatever to send your plant to China?
Well, when I spoke about this
Did they get
to
any
the
benefit?
state, they sent me to a China representative. I'm like, I don't need a China representative. Well, you're wanting to deal with Chinese trade. I'm like, no, I don't want to speak with someone with Chinese trade because they're going to halt my business from coming here. I want to speak with the other side of this coin. So that's what I'm saying. You just go in a circle. It's not a matter that you can get a direct answer. I don't know if they give money for you to go to China.
That's here.
I know that they don't give you money to bring here. You have to pay it back. It's for credit. You know, it's not a matter that you're going to get free money. Yes?
Okay, well, I wanted to kind of end this little part of it so we can move on to the MML stuff BJ's going to
Yes.
talk about, because that is really important. That is something that affects us all in addition to what
Thank
you're
you
doing.
very much.